Jerry is not partaking in punishment week. Do I make myself clear?
Welcome back to the Flex League, the only fantasy football league where the commissioner watched Dahmer on Netflix twice. I'm Todd Schaefer, and there is a lot going on this week. Let's begin with a couple wild performances from the tight end position. Travis Kelce had a monster scoring performance, hanging 4 touchdowns on the Raiders with 25 yards total. And our resident chief owner is on the line. AJ, you own Kelce. Do you think this sort of scoring pace is sustainable for the big guy?
Next question.
Okay, and a touch of spice from the only nice guy in the Flex League. Let's move on to Taysom Hill. Probably the most confusing player in fantasy football, and after week 5 was the 7th ranked tight end in the PPR. Who's picking him up from the waivers, boys?
Here's my whole thing with Taysom Hill. Can we talk about this real quick? Every year, he doesn't get drafted. Every single year, Taysom Hill doesn't get drafted. Every single year, he pulls shit like this off.
Does he ever actually line up at tight end?
I don't think he does.
I mean,
I doubt it.
I'm sure we can look up the
doesn't.
snap. Is he ever like just there next to the offensive line just before a snap?
He's a change of pace quarterback.
So he's listed at tight end, right? And he's only had 1 catch this year.
Without Sean Payton, like, calling the shots, the Saints were going to use him differently. That's not true. He's Taysom Hill. He's the weirdest player in the NFL right now.
Let's make it official.
Hey, this isn't something that's like only in our league though. Taysom Hill's only rostered in 12% of leagues and started in 5%.
That's a ballsy 5%, let me tell you. To
Yeah.
start Taysom Hill before
Right.
that's ballsy.
Right. But here's the thing, like, my whole rant at the beginning was that should it really be that ballsy? Like, people were fucking around and finding out about Cordarrelle Patterson, about this weird out of position player. Deebo Samuel's fucking around and doing the hybrid thing.
Definitely need to check in with Jerry later about those team issues. But flipping now to some really disappointing starts, George Kittle is leading the disappointment parade of early ADP tight ends. Outside 1 or 2, betting on a starting tight end just seems like a shot in the dark, no?
Players, I don't know why fantasy managers earlier than round 8, I'm not going to spend a 3rd round, 4th round pick on him. Kyle Pitts, no. George Kittle, in earlier years, yes. I think that George Kittle, he's like the opposite Taysom Hill right now. Does that make sense? Undrafted. Because, like, we don't trust him, right? We don't trust his usage. George Kittle, you draft him because you trust his usage and his whatever durability, whatever you want to say.
Like the fetch snap anyway. Like he's more like a decoy if he's going outfield or downfield for whatever.
Right. He's turned into a downfield blocker for Deebo Samuel, is what it is. Like an athletic that George Kittle's owner is currently Detroit Lions paper bagging it right now, Tomer.
I'm just having a rough overall year, man. I don't know. It's been tough. I drafted George Kittle high. High hopes for him.
Well, going back to Kyle Pitts, are we giving him any injury slack from this week, or?
Kyle Pitts has consistently been an overrated tight end now. He was great in college, and he came in, and they're thinking, oh, this is going to be our star.
Okay, moving on. Before we break into more football, it's about that time to play our weekly game of Wheel of Punishment. 5 winners, 5 losers. Let's see who's getting screwed over this time. Spin the wheel.
I swear to God, if you get the loser this week as well.
It's not a good look.
Come on.
No way. Again.
He always wins. Winner every single week.
Oh, wow.
And we have this week's biggest winner, Julian of Lisa Wilson's Friends, once again. Always good with punishments. Let's see who's getting the shaft.
Tomer.
Reverse it.
Oh, this is the opening segment of the show.
Oh, that was too close. It is Carl.
And there you have it. Carl Rasmussen is in the biggest loser seat this week. And why is the wheel spinning again?
People looking at me on social media, bro. I can't be the biggest loser, bro. That's a relief.
Why are you spinning this again? It's Carl. No. You already spun it. You already spun it. No.
Hey, Dalton, just play that.
That's the one.
We need an explanation for this. Dalton, what's up?
Why?
He can't.
Yeah,
Why can't Carl be picked?
Commissioner said
Carl's
so.
not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terry said
No, he
so.
didn't.
Only those who are friends.
No, he didn't.
Damn, Jerry.
We're definitely going to need a final ruling on this. Commissioner, are you on?
Hold on just 1 second, Todd. We have breaking news. Carl Rasserman, owner of the Quad Gods, cannot partake in punishment even though he won the Biggest Loser because he has food poisoning. Okay, Carl, we're going to take a word for it. But don't worry, buddy. We're saving punishment week for you for next week. But Jerry is not partaking in punishment week just because dumbass Dalton spun the wheel again. I don't care that he spun the wheel and landed on Jerry. Jerry is not partaking in punishment week. Do I make myself clear? He was not the first Biggest Loser. And for some reason, Dalton spun it. He spun it again, and I don't know why. Why did he spin it again? But you know what, you two? Both Dalton and Carl. You guys are on my shit list. Seriously. I'll make you guys disappear. I can make you guys really disappear. Huh? And you could really become a wise guy then. Just like your boy. Keep playing with me. You want to play? If you keep wanting to play, I can show you how serious I get. I can show y'all. You don't want to see it, but I can show y'all. Jerry's not partaking in punishment.
Well, there you have it. What are we looking at for this week's big punishment?
Carl has to comment on 12 posts on IG of one of his exes, right? Now, he can remove one comment from the to-do list for every voodoo donut that he eats over the course of 15 minutes. So he can theoretically not have to comment on anything.
All right, let's commenting. What are you commenting? I think that's what
Man,
I would leave like just one letter. IHATE. And like
across all the posts.
Oh, hey, that's unique. I was just thinking like the hand wave emoji, like hi. Like,
Just on all of them.
Shit.
Just the fire emoji.
Yeah, fire emoji. Fire emoji on all of them.
Fire
all 10 of
emoji.
them.
No.
Every single one of them. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we love you, Carl. Whenever you watch this, you're the man.
Hey,
Carl,
Yeah,
do
you're
the
the man,
Carl,
Carl.
do the donuts.
Oh,
Do the
hey,
donuts.
Carl, for real. Like shades off for this. I really wish this was Jerry.
It ain't.
All right, and with that, we'll have more on the growing beef between Jerry and Julian, Carl's fantasy football punishment, and whoever the hell that new guy is. All this after a quick word from our TFL Commissioner Terry.
Howdy, folks. TFL Commissioner Terry here. Just wanted to thank all of you for tuning into the Flex League week to week as we launch this incredible league. That's not a scam. With that, I would like one of you, our fans, to get in on the action. One of our team owners, Quinton, wasn't coming up to snuff with the league dues, and it, unfortunately had to be dealt with. We actually let his ass go. Now, while we do have a new team owner all ready to jump in and take over Team Wise Guys, we need a new accounting executive to take care of TFL Enterprises, including the Rubber Scrub Car Wash, Fugazi's Pasta Franchise, and several empty warehouses that were once Kmart's. If you think that's you, give us a call at 1-800-CASH-FOR-ME. That's 1-800-CASH-FOR-ME. I'm Commissioner Terry, and I approve this message.
And we're back, and just like the Flex League Commissioner Terry stated, the Flex League does have a new owner in the works to take over Team Wise Guys for the absentee Quinton McAuliffe. Dante Turo was first brought as Julian's court-ordered co-owner and Lisa Wilson's friends, but has moved up to take over the place of Quinton. How you feeling, Dante? And can we expect to hear from Quinton at all?
I've at least heard from everyone else. I'm worried about Quinton, guys. I don't know where he's at. Second of all, congratulations on owning your own team, Dante.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
I didn't want to be the one to kind of say anything. So you're asking where Quinton is and everything. Yeah, so Quinton isn't here anymore. Wise Guys owner isn't here anymore. I'm not saying anything. I've heard rumors about a PED suspension, full season suspension. I mean, that's just rumors. I don't really know what the deal is there.
Hey,
I guess we have to talk to the commissioner about that.
You're just
the
a
commission. I'm just a mediator. What am I to say? What am I to say?
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of that. I am stepping in for Team Wise Guys now. And I know we're a few weeks in. Thank you, everyone. Hold your applause for the end, please. No, please. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here to be one of you. You know, I'm here to compete. I'm here for the spirit of competition, and to let you all know. I know Wise Guys is 2-3 right now. I'm 0-0. You guys are fucked. This moment moving forward, you guys are absolute fucked.
What about your current roster? Mark Andrews is incredible, but your wide receivers are anchored by Juju Smith-Schuster and Drake London. Any thoughts?
I'm a big trader. just because this like team is here right now under the wise guys, that's not the final. I haven't been able to put my fingertips. I haven't been able to put anything on this team. Just wait until I'm done. Give me some time.
You don't have very many assets, my friend. I mean,
doesn't matter.
You've got Najee Harris and Dalvin Cook. Good luck.
I make diamonds out of trash.
Terry,
there's a buy-in fee, right? If you're taking over a team, you got to pay out.
How much is the buy-in commission?
Name your price.
And I'm going to cut that off before it gets illegal. Back to some football, specifically running backs. Antonio Gibson's worst fears have come true with the miraculous return of Brian Robinson to Washington's roster. Even if he is doing more with the little usage he's gotten, Gibson's at the center of the running back committee trend that started with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in Cleveland. First off, Julian, how do you feel about Brian Robinson? Suddenly your depth is looking really great after Javonte Williams' injury.
You got to be quick on the trigger for this kind of stuff, man. And if you're going to have a running back that gets those touches between the 20s, then it's Brian Robinson.
Do you feel comfortable starting him then, even in Washington's situation?
Like, running back committees are now kind of the stylish thing to do in the NFL. Like, it's kind of the fashionable thing to do. You know what I mean? Everyone's going for that change of pace because we see what happens when you have that workhorse running back, right? Like, Saquon's having a banner year, but we kind of see what, he's coming back from 2 years of what kind of happens when you give a running back too many carries. They're an injury-prone, important weapon of the offense.
So then what do we do with all these two-back committees? Question for the field on this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think we're going to get to a point where we start starting two running backs from the same team, just like with wide receivers?
I feel like at some points people have started both Chubb and Kareem Hunt on the Browns.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
crazy.
Yeah. The only other
thing.
team that has that is Dallas with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard.
Pollard, yeah.
But it's kind of the same case in Green Bay with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones.
Aaron
That's
Jones,
another
yeah.
big one.
They put a lot
In concept, yeah.
Damian Harris and Stevenson on the Patriots too. That could be another group.
That was the biggest one last season. Yeah, they were both splitting time.
You would do pretty well if you started Breece Hall and Michael Carter.
After this week, yeah.
Because Carter's clearly the goal line guy for whatever reason. But yeah,
definitely.
What was it? Oh my! Like in Jacksonville, you have ETN is starting to get all of those passing down rolls. Like that's all ETN now. It's starting to skew. Oh my God! Like Detroit now, Jamal Williams is getting those carries in between the 20s and the goal line carries.
But Jamal Williams sucks. So
yeah, overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
Going back to the Washington running back committee, I would stay away from every single Washington player personally, but
every player,
I don't see a single player that's a must-have on Washington.
Right. Even Brian Robinson for me is just a stash.
Yeah.
Still, solid long-term move for Lisa Wilson's friends. Now, if you have drafted some more disappointing names this season, like one of your tight ends, for example, Juju is back to help you out. Let's get some fantasy therapy for any of you who don't know what to do with your awful rosters.
Namaste. Welcome to Juju's Fantasy Therapy, a safe place where I can help you unfuck up your fantasy football season. Let's talk about 3 players that you might have spent high draft capital on, that you really fucked up by taking, and that you can still trade away on name value before they tank. If you took Najee Harris in round 1, congratulations, you played yourself. He's the RB27 behind the league's worst offensive line and one of the league's worst offenses, and is now yielding touches to Jalen Warren. George Kittle is next. If you didn't get Mark Andrews or Travis Kelce, and you still took a tight end in the top 6 rounds, what are you doing? George Kittle, after all these injuries, looks like just a downfield blocker for Deebo Samuel. Get rid of him. Finally, Terry McLaurin. The only dependable wide receiver in Washington is now getting outperformed by a rookie and Curtis Samuel. Get rid of him. Namaste.
Okay, looking forward to week 6, we have a couple big matchups even if only 2 juggernauts remain standing in the Flex League. Jerry, Julian, you two talk a lot. Anything you have to say to each other?
Hey, shorter guys go first, man.
Wow. Guys with a fully healthy roster go first. Let's talk about that real quick.
There's a lot of Q's on my depth chart right now.
Honestly, I am looking forward to. This is gonna be a boat race. It's
Can we just
I like-
acknowledge before Jerry goes that he's projected 99 fantasy points this week?
There ain't much to talk about. Okay, it's gonna be rough. But we got to see a shit ton of questionable players on my roster, and I don't even know if Jonathan Taylor's gonna play. I don't know if Keenan Allen's gonna play.
You understand that your team's best running back, Aaron Jones, like consensus best running back, Aaron Jones, is in a 3-way committee right now with AJ Dillon and Christian Watson, a wide receiver using jet sweeps.
You know, Jacoby Myers and Tyler Lockett. You just gotta help me out and send Miles Sanders back. Dude, I'm saying both those players are solid starters for you over Tyler Boyd and DJ Moore.
Jerry, I'm sorry, bro.
Jerry, do you think it'll make a difference if you actually land Taysom Hill?
It ain't gonna help.
Hey, we gonna see what happens. I just need to order up my lineups the right way. Let's see.
If you do win, Jerry, there's a whole lot of work. A lot of things have been said on this Google Meet that we have recorded that we're gonna have to pull up and use because you're getting on right now, dude. You're getting.
Wait, if I win, you need to go ahead and ship that fake ass David Sills jersey to Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm gonna burn that shit live on the Google Meet.
Here, Jerry. All I'm saying is, for fantasy purposes, your wide receiver room is like the Giants' wide receiver room for
Gets
fantasy.
no targets.
Okay, before this gets out of hand, let's talk to AJ and Dalton. Anything you two want to say to each other?
Look, the way that I play fantasy matchups is, can my counterpart beat the other, right? So can Aaron Rodgers beat Patrick Mahomes? Probably not. Can Breece Hall beat Alvin Kamara? If they both have good weeks, I would say so. David Montgomery is going to beat Raheem Mostert. Jamar Chase is going to beat A.J. Brown. Mike Evans is going to beat Christian Kirk. David Njoku is not beating Travis Kelce. Tyler Lockett's beating Alan Lazard. Eagles defense is beating the 49ers. And Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the league. By that standard, I'm winning this week easily. I mean, the only way that AJ actually wins is if Christian Kirk has some crazy week. But other than that, his wide receiver core and his backup running backs are very weak.
AJ, gotta hit hard. What do you got?
Bruh. I'm trying to help you.
He's not scoring 4 touchdowns again, brother. He's not scoring 4 touchdowns again.
He doesn't need to score 4. He had 25 receiving yards. Travis Kelce had the worst week receiving yards wise and had 33 points.
My man, do you know how much a touchdown is worth in fantasy? A lot more than a couple of receiving
He
yards.
scored 4 of them. So you're saying that 4 touchdowns is going to be substituted with 25 receiving yards this week? Fat chance.
I'm just saying Travis Kelce will play well. Alvin Kamara is hit or miss, and the rest of your team is dog water.
Listen, dog water.
Bro,
Jamar Chase is very hit or miss for me because of Joe Burrow. Mike Evans is very hit or miss for me because of Tom Brady. I have Travis Kelce. I have all that I need there. Alvin Kamara is trending up. Raheem Mostert is slowly but surely becoming the number 1 back for the Dolphins, who can't even figure out their quarterback situation, which means they're going to be a run defense, or they're going to have a run game. So I also am projected more points than you this week. Do we factor in numbers or no?
Dude,
Not by much, but you are.
ESPN projections
much, but you
absolutely
are.
mean nothing.
And that brings this week's TFL updates to a close. And let's hope someone takes Julian the hell out, and soon.